Hello everyone, good morning. Can anyone confirm audible or not? So anyone have any questions regarding this content? Okay. Are you able to understand or not? Can you unmute and talk for 5 minutes? Regarding this content, if you have any questions, just unmute and talk. Newcomers, if you have any questions, you can ask.
Sir, we gone through HTML totally. That is sufficient for this course, sir.
Second, I didn't get you.
Yeah, we have gone through HTML associated the website, sir. Is that sufficient for this total course?
Yes, for React. Yes. Yes. As I said, how to learn HTML, right? Okay, you can learn like keep on new tags and everything, but at this moment, all the tags, okay, what is the tag, what is the purpose, that kind of discussion not required. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions? A link tag in CSS, I will tell. Regarding this content, anyone have any questions? No? Okay. So let me mute all.
మీ వాయిస్ చాలా కొద్దిగా ఫాస్ట్ గా వెళ్తుంది, కొద్దిగా స్లోగా చెప్తారని.
Okay. Other than that, any other questions?
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Yeah.
Are we going to cover authentication authorization in React?
Yes. Okay. We are going to create like login page. Okay.
Yes.
The online test based on the role. Okay, you are the authorized person to write the test, or are you the person, okay, who registered the questions like that? Okay, so whenever you log in, that is like authentication based on your role. Okay, you are the authorized person to access or to write the test or not. Okay, that kind of scenarios we are going to cover.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
Good morning.
सर ये HTML का जो एट्रीब्यूट्स वगैरह टैग्स वगैरह है वो कहाँ डिफाइंड रहता है सर?
HTML tags and attributes you're asking. Okay, in your HTML, whatever you written here, okay, open and closing, it one you can say like a element or tag. In the open tag, whatever you write a key and a value pair format, that is an attribute. What's your question?
सर एक्चुअली बाय डिफॉल्ट का मैं पूछ रहा हूँ सर, बाय डिफॉल्ट जो कलर ब्लैक हो जाता है सर, फॉन्ट साइज इंक्रीज हो जाता है.
Yeah, that is by using CSS. Okay, I will tell that one. Okay, if you want to change it. Okay, in your HTML, okay, black color font size, leave it. Okay, that one is like completely CSS. If you want to see what kind of CSS properties already applied, for example, you can take this zoom image only. What kind of CSS applied for this zoom image? Okay, right click on this one, inspect it first. Okay, once you open this developer console window here, okay, in the right side section, what we can see in the right side section in the elements tab, if I click on this view one, okay, This is my SVG email. This is my anchor. Okay. These many styles are applied like this. You can see. Got my point? Okay, for example, this is my open Zoom meeting. This is the B. If you want to apply some color, by default black color red. If you want to apply, see it's done to be like a red color or not. Okay, this one how to apply, I will tell you. That is the CSS, how we can apply the CSS, we'll see. Agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions, anyone?
No, sir, but how we will know that this attributes, that element color or whatever is can be
Okay.
applied to that tab?
Okay, in your CSS, this is the element, right? Okay, you can come to the right side. Okay, just you can see the helpers. If I put these many things, you can see here. See this. These many CSS properties you can see. Okay, if I put like a C, okay, see the color CSS property, you can get like a helper or not. The key is a color. Okay, see. Okay, if you click on the tab in the right side, observe there has values also, you can get it or not. Got my point? Got my point?
सर सपोज H1 हम लेते हैं H1 हेडिंग तो
Mhm.
उसमें सर बाय डिफॉल्ट एक फॉन्ट साइज होता है H1 का H2 का H3 का और कलर बाय डिफॉल्ट ब्लैक होता है वो कहाँ
Yeah.
डिफाइंड रहता है सर
Okay, by default, my HTML people already added these styles to my H1 tag. Okay, who defined this language? Those people already added to my H1. Got my point? You are not the person. Okay, if you're not satisfied with this, you can change it. You can override that CSS properties. This is the default CSS properties applied to my H1. If you're not satisfied, okay, you can change it. You can override it. Got my point?
यस सर
Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Okay, if you want to learn HTML, okay, just go to any website, check what kind of elements they written. Okay, for that elements, what kind of CSS they applied. Just see this one. Just see this one. Any website you can go and check. Got my point?
What is the difference between div and table, sir?
Div and a table. Okay, you only can tell. If you put some content in the div, how it looks like. If I put some content in the table, how it looks like. Tell me. Come on.
Table, it looks in the border.
Div is like a block level element. It's like a plain text. It is visible in the line. Okay, it's take the parent with the table. It's rows and columns format. If you want to place the data, then you can go with the table. Div has their own behavior. Table has their own behavior. My requirement is like format the data in the table. You can go with the table. My
अप्लाई करके लाइक स्टूडेंट आईडी निकाले हैं तो वैसे ही आप क्लास देके अपना नेम भी निकाल सकते
Okay, if you want to put like the data like a tabular format, you can go with the table. I want to keep my data like a normal plain text. Then that time you can go with either span or div based on your requirement completely. Okay, each and every element has their own behavior. Got my point? Agree with me? If you not talk, just keep on mute. Okay, don't disturb others.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Sir, actually my question is, sir, like जैसे सर का हमने कल लॉगिन पेज बनाया था उसमें सर हमने अपना यूजर नेम और एक टेक्स्ट बॉक्स लिया था सर उसको हमने अपना पैराग्राफ के अंदर रखना है या डिव के अंदर रखना है या मतलब
Yeah,
किसी
you can see, you can go with the div. Okay, you can go with the para. That is your wish. But recommended one, you can go with the div. If you want to give some gap, you apply some CSS called as a margin to my div. Okay, at this moment we not discussed about the CSS. That's the reason I used like para instead of div. Got my point?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. My requirement is I want line by line with some gap. Okay, instantly I have one element available. What is that? Line by line with some gap, with some margin. Para. That's the reason I used that.
Okay. So div will be recommended in if we do the hands-on like.
Yeah. Div you can go and apply some CSS.
Okay. All right, sir.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yep.
sir. How did I see the videos in YouTube, sir? The link is not opening in my system, sir.
It should. The links what I provided, those links should open. Okay. Anyone facing that kind of issue? Anyone?
No, sir.
Able to open, right? Maybe if your machine is like your office machine, if they may not allow you to open the YouTube videos, then that time they may restricted. But it should open. It's a public okay URL.
Okay, sir. How should I open directly in YouTube, sir?
That link is there, right? That link you can use it to open. That links I already provided in the content.txt, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That links directly you can open. Okay, this link directly you can open. Okay, next, any other questions, anyone?
Sir, what are images that are saved with .svg? Like we have the PNG, JPEG.
Yeah. If you want to customize the image, okay, most of the times we are going to use like SVGs. Okay. The PNGs and JPGs, that depends based on your requirement. Different image formats are there. It is not a big deal. Okay, based on your requirement, you can go ahead.
Okay. And sir, like sometimes some images we have to be used in our project. So that images will be placed in the same folder, like in which we are working.
Most of the times it's like a public folder we are going to place in our React application. I will show you that one in our React discussion.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions, anyone? Anyone have any questions? So where we stopped in the last class? In the last class, we discussed about how to create the list and how to create the table. Okay, how to create the login page, all these things we discussed or not. Okay, today's our next level discussion is like, okay, I want to create one simple registration page. Okay, so in the registration page, I want name, text box, password field. Okay, I want gender. It's a radio button. I want a checkbox, hobbies. Okay, I want to select a country. Then you can go with a drop down. I want to select one image. Okay, that is like a file upload. I want to write an address in multi lines. Then you can go with the text area. Like that, I want to cover all input controls in my registration page. Shall we go? Okay, because in our React also, if you want to create a registration page, the same code we are going to use in React also. The same code we are going to use. Got my point? Agree with me? Okay, then. Now let's start. Can I create one page register.html? Okay, here my heading is like registration. Okay, username and password is required. Okay, button also required. It is like a register button. Okay, here I want to write some other things. Okay, just take a para. Now I want a gender. Okay, I want a gender. So how we can write it? I want a gender. Okay, first take B. This is completely based on our requirement. If you want like a normal, okay, no effects, nothing with bold, you can go with B. Okay, if it is like a normal, simply you can go with what? Simply you can go with span. Okay, now here, if you have multiple options, select one option, then you can go with what? If you have multiple options, select one option. Okay, for example, male and female. I want to select one of the option. Then you can go with what? Radio button. I have multiple options, select one option. Then you can go with what? Radio button. So how we can write the radio button? Input type is a radio. The attribute name is what? Radio is my attribute name. Okay, see, if you observe here, this element and this element, the difference is what? See this input and B difference is what? See, B is open tag and this B is a closing tag. In between username is my content. So open tag, content and closing tag. If you observe here, this is the open tag and the content is not there. Here itself I closed or not. So this kind of tags, I can say like self-closing tags. Got point? This kind of tags I can say like what? Self-closing tags. All agreed? Okay, here it is like a male. Okay, this is like what? Female. Okay, now if I run this one, reveal in file explorer. Okay, just come here. Open with the Google Chrome. Okay, now see gender, male and female. If I select male, okay, yes, it's selected. If I click on the female, it should be unselect or not. Either male or female, any one of this one, it should select or not. But here, okay, both are like selected. It is strong functionality, right? It is not a right behavior or not. Okay, whenever you select a male, okay, female should be unselect. Whenever you select a female, male should be unselect. For that, how we can tell to the browser? Okay, hey, if I select a female, can you unselect male? How we can tell means just tell these two or belongs to one group. You have to tell to the browser only operating this one, right? You have to tell to the browser like these two or belongs to one group. In this group, any one of the item you selected, okay, next the remaining item should be unselected. So how we can tell these two are like one group means by using one of the attribute called as a name. Okay, gender, gen, you can put it. Name equals to gender. So whenever the name attribute is like, see, here also name, gen, the value also same or not. Whenever the name attribute values are like same for multiple radio buttons, my browser can understand these two are belongs to one group. Whenever these two radio buttons are belongs to one group, in the group, any one of the button you selected, remaining all are like unselect. See this, if I select female, male is like unselect. If I select male, female is like unselect or not. You have to make it like what? You have to keep inside one group. All agreed? Yes, sir. No. Okay. The next one is like hobbies. hobbies. Okay. If you have multiple options, select one option, then you can go with what? If you have multiple options, select one option. If you have multiple options, select one option, then you can go with what? If you have multiple options, select one option, then you can go with what? Okay, multiple options, select one option, go with radio button. Multiple options, gender, male, female. Okay, select one option, go with radio button. Multiple options are there, select multiples. Then the time go with the checkbox. Hobbies, I can play cricket, I can play football also. Then you can go with what? Checkbox or not. Now you can come here. Okay, here hobbies input. The type is what you know, checkbox. Here name is not a mandatory attribute, checkbox. Here you can say like a cricket. Okay, like this you can write any number of okay options. Okay, it is like a football. Okay, it is like a hockey. Now if I refresh the page, now see that. See, I can play cricket, I can play football, a male or either female, any one of this one you can select. Got my point? Okay, I have a countries list. Okay, I want to select my country. So here also tell me multiple options are there, select one option. Then you can go with what? I said like radio button, right? If it is like countries, how many countries overall? 250 plus countries are there. Okay, you want me to write 250 countries, you want me to display here? If I display like India, Pakistan, China, like that, the total page occupied by what? Occupied by my countries only or not? So if you have 2 or 3, maximum 3 options are there, go with the radio button. More than 3 options are there, better to go with the drop down select box. Okay, shall we go with the select box for my countries? Okay, how? Okay, here my country, here my country, here you can write like a select, write one option India. Okay, like this, how many options? Okay, India, Pak, okay, China, like this. See this? Select and options. Select and options. Now see this. See this. Select one options. Okay, now see this country, India, okay, Pakistan and China. Like this, any number of countries you can keep it or not. Got my point? Okay, now see here. Select is my tag. Inside this one, you can write like options. Order list, okay, contains list of items, right? Same like the select list of options here. Okay, the next one is like a address. Okay, address is always like multi-lines or not. Address is always like multi-lines or not. So here text area, address always like multi-lines or not. See this? See this text area. Okay, here you can write like any number of lines. If you want, you can extend it also. It's a extendable. The same code we are going to write in the React. Okay, but at the time of clicking on the register button, the whole data go to Node.js. Node.js keep this data inside the MongoDB database. That is the flow we'll discuss in our React. Now I need a photo also. I need a photo. So how we can now come here? Photo input to type equals to file. Input to type equals to file. Now you can see the file uploader here. See this. Now see, I'm able to select this one or not. I'm able to select this one or not. Got my point? All are agreed? Okay, this is the registration form. The same form we are going to use, okay, in our React. Okay, at the time of bootstrap discussion, now it is not a look and feel wise, it's not a good. Okay, I want to apply some bootstrap classes for this particular form to make it like responsive. Make it like responsive. At the time of bootstrap discussion, I will tell. So the next, the CSS. Okay, the next session is like CSS we are going to discuss. Okay, that will start from Monday onwards. So Monday onwards, the link will get changed. Okay, if you're interested, just you can pay the fee, so you can get the new link. You can get the new link. Any newcomers? Anyone have any questions? Any newcomers in this batch? Do you have any questions? So Monday onwards, the link will get changed. Okay, tomorrow and after tomorrow, no class. Monday onwards, okay, you can join with the new link. Okay, Monday onwards, we are going to start like our CSS. Okay, it's take like, okay, 5 classes. After that, we are going to start React and JavaScript parallel. Did you complete that Visual Studio Code? Did you complete the Visual Studio Code? Visual Studio Code installation? Did you complete in your missions? In your missions, did you complete? If you not complete, just install that Visual Studio Code software first. Okay, for now, that software only enough. Okay, for now, Visual Studio Code software is enough. Okay, anyone have any questions? If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, if you don't have any questions, just you can drop. Just you can drop, no problem at all. Monday onwards, we are going to take our actual sessions with the new link. If you don't have any questions, just you can drop. Okay, if you have any
Sir,
questions, yeah.
are we going to cover the HTML 5 concepts now or later?
Later will.
Okay.
Okay, now at this moment you can read it. Okay, but in the JavaScript, we are going to cover like drag and drop. These all things we are going to cover. Okay, in the BOM objects navigation, it's like latitude, okay, latitude and longitude, how you can find it, all these things.
Okay.
Sir, can you open your Visual Studio once?
Yeah. Okay, for my input tag you're asking. See this name is nothing but for every tag one name. You can give it any name you can give it. Okay, like user ID. Value is nothing but in your tag, if you want to insert some data by default. For example, this is the value I want to keep in my username. See this, the value inserted or not. Name is a name of your tag. Okay, value, what you want me to keep inside the tag, inside that input control. Okay.
Sir, name and IDs are same or different?
Say this. Okay, you can say like in your classroom ID is like roll number, name is like your name. That means what? In your class, okay, multiple people have the same name. Possibility is there or not there, but the roll number is unique, right?
Yes, sir. You're right. Understood.
Sir, how can I download a software?
Yeah, you can directly go to the Google Visual Studio Code software download, like that. You can okay, you can get the first item only. You can find it. Okay, you can install it. Normal software installation, nothing.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I have paid the amount fees. When I receive the new link, sir?
Yeah, maybe most probably today or tomorrow. Okay, you will give like, okay, the email ID and phone number is like valid email ID, right?
Yes,
If it is
yes,
like
sir.
valid email ID, then the time you can get that link. Okay, if you not get, just you can drop a message to him, the admin guy. Still you not get, then you can send a mail to me.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Sir,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
Sir, like what is placeholder, sir? Is it the same of same value?
Yeah, not like that. Okay, placeholder is just represent something about your element, what kind of inputs it is expecting. Okay, it's an attribute introduced in HTML5. See here, placeholder is an attribute. Okay, enter password. If I come here, if I refresh the page, see If the password label is not there, I don't know what kind of, okay, this text box is expecting what kind of data. For that, say this enter password placeholder. Now it's not a value. Okay, whenever you put the value, it is like, okay, replaced. Okay, it's like, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
హలో
Sir,
సార్
is that
సార్
Yep.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఓన్లీ పారాగ్రాఫ్ బి ట్యాగ్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా,
Yep.
స్పాన్ లేబుల్ ట్యాగ్ యూజ్ చేయట్లేదు, నెక్స్ట్ బ్రేక్ ట్యాగ్ యూజ్ చేయకుండా ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నా అంటే ఇలానే నెక్స్ట్.
No, if you want, you can use it, no problem at all. But I need like a bold letter, so that I'm using like B. If you don't want to use B, bold letters, just you can go with span. Okay, par by default it gives me the next line. Okay, if you don't want B, then the time you can use like a break. Your wish. Okay,
అంటే
final.
అంటే ఏం లేదు సార్, ప్రీవియస్ కోర్స్ లోని స్పాన్ లేబుల్ బ్రేక్ ట్యాగ్ యూజ్ చేసి చెప్పారు.
No problem. That is also correct. This one also correct based on your requirement.
రెండు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయిపోద్ది కదా అనేసి చెప్తున్నాను.
No. You can go with this. Which one you want, you can go like that. No problem.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే.
sir, is property and attribute are same or different?
సార్ బ్యాటరీ शट डाउन हो गया. सार पीसी बैटरी लो हो गया.
Yes, sir, system is shut down.
Yes.
Okay.
బ్రో తెలుగు ఎవరు లేరా?
నేను ఉన్నాను బ్రో.
ఎందుకు అడగట్లేదు క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి? అందరూ హిందీ ఇంగ్లీష్ అడుగుతున్నారు, మీరు ఎవరు అడగరా మరి?
అంటే ఫ్యూచర్స్ లో స్కిల్స్ అవసరం కదా బ్రో, ఇంగ్లీష్ కూడా కావాలి కదా.
అంటే మీరెందుకు అడగట్లేదు అంటున్నా నేను.
అడుగుతున్నాను కదా బ్రో.
చూసాం.
హలో,
అది బ్రో ఇవి యూట్యూబ్ వీడియోస్ లింక్ ఇచ్చా కదా, అవేమన్నా ఓపెన్ అవుతున్నాయా?
ఏమో బ్రో, లేదు బ్రో, అవన్నీ నేను ఎలాగో డైలీ క్లాస్ కి వస్తున్నా కాబట్టి నేను మరి చూడడం లేదు. సార్ ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ చెప్తున్నారు, మిగతాది క్వశ్చన్లు అడుగుతున్నారు కాబట్టి పర్లేదు. నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ నుంచి చూడొచ్చు. ఎవరు కూడా ఆపేస్తాం ఇవ్వడం.
అంటే ఏం లేదు, అది నేను లింక్ ట్రై చేసినాను, ఓపెన్ కాలేదు అందుకని.
వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ అయినా ఉందా బ్రో మనకి?
క్రియేట్ చేద్దాం వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్.
లేదు బ్రో, లేదు.
క్రియేట్ చేద్దామా?
క్రియేట్ చేద్దాం బ్రో. లైక్
మీ నెంబరు, వాట్సాప్ నెంబరు
బ్రో. హలో
హలో
భయ్యా.